Hello, hello. Welcome to my channel. Come right in, come right in. Welcome to Chat with Dr. J. Welcome to Chat with Dr. J. As you enter the chat, as you enter the building, please type into the chat. Let me know that you are in the house. Welcome. Come right in. Welcome to my channel. I'm so glad that you are here. Let me just type right here to welcome everyone in. As you enter, if you don't mind, please type into the chat to let me know. Hey, Tracy, welcome. So glad you were able to join us. Come right in as you enter into the building, please. Type in the chat to let me know who you are, just to say hi. Welcome. Who is this? Z Adams. Welcome, Z Adams. Welcome, Tracy. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to Chat with Dr. J. As we're waiting to see if we will have any more guests, if you can go ahead and let me know where you are tuning in from. Due to confidentiality, you do not have to list your city or your state. But if you can be so kind and list the country, if you could please list the country as to where you're tuning in from, that would be great. All right. Z Adams, welcome from Georgia. Welcome to our chat. And happy Sunday to everybody. Hopefully you all are having a great day. Hopefully the weather is nice where you're located. Well, let me ask this question. Have you had a great day thus far? What about you, Tracy? Has your great day been great? Has it been awesome? Z Adams, what about your day? How has it been? I'm not going to hold you long today. I just stopped by to share some information with you. Some of you all have probably heard of the story. Some probably has not, but it just came to me, I think, yesterday. Just something quick I wanted to share with you. So if you don't mind, as you come into the chat, enter the building, if you would just type into the chat to let us know that you are here. Say hello, say hi. Hey, Janice. Look at Janice. Welcome, Janice. Thank you for stopping by. Let's see what we have here. Okay, Tracy Hicks, you're tuning in from Tracy. I think no. I think that's T. Smith is from Bibb County. Tracy is tuning in from Georgia as well. Okay, Z Adams, let's see what you had to say. Yes, it's sunny here. Good. Getting ready for my work week. Okay. As Auntie Loretta says, you got to get out, go and make that dough for sure. Hey, Janice, let's see. Hello, Dr. J in chat. South Carolina. All right. Carolina up in the house. Welcome, Janice. Thank you for stopping by. Let's see what Tracy celebrating mom's 88th birthday this weekend. Awesome. Happy birthday to mom. Does she live in Tracy? Tracy, does she live in Georgia as well? Does mom live in Georgia as well? I do appreciate you all taking the time out to stop by. This is actually my second live. Yes, my second live. I did my first live on yesterday. But I don't know if you all have heard, but this information did come over to me. Okay, mom lives in Georgia as well. Will you tell mom to enjoy her day? Happy birthday to her from me, from us. Hey, who do we have here? Granny B. Hey, Granny B. Welcome. Thank you for stopping by my chat here. Uh, Granny B said, "Hello, Dr. J. How are you this afternoon? What's the chat about today?" I'm glad you asked, Granny B, because I'm just about to get into the content for today. And like I said earlier, I don't know if y'all have had a chance to hear about this, but it came across to me on yesterday. But a Fulton County, which is located in Georgia, a Fulton County elementary teacher shot and killed by her girlfriend. According to what I read, a 25-year-old elementary school teacher was fatally shot in DeKalb County. Okay, somebody else just entered the building. Hey, Kristen. Happy Sunday, Dr. J, and happy Sunday to you too, Kristen. Thank you so much for coming over. Thank you for stopping by. I think I received a message from you today, and I think I responded to it. I do appreciate you stopping by, but I'm not going to be out here long. I just wanted to share some information on a story that came across to me, I think yesterday morning. And this happened over in Fulton County. An elementary teacher shot and killed by her girlfriend. I don't know if you're, hey, Rock, look at you. Look at these ladies. Look at these queens coming through for me. Hello, Dr. J in chat. Hey, Kristen. Okay. Show us some love, Miss Rock. All right. And this story, as I had started to share, a 25-year-old elementary school teacher was fatally shot in DeKalb County. The suspect, if I'm pronouncing her name right, Janae Colbert, was arrested and charged with malice murder. I'm trying to give you the content, but I don't want to get behind. I want to make sure I acknowledge everybody comments as well. So the victim's family says that the two were in a relationship. Caitlin Jackson was 25. She taught at Hamilton Holmes Elementary School in East Point as an interrelated teacher, and she also served as a cheerleading coach. Let's see, Rock, what do you have there? Oh my God, OMG. So she went to the school. I don't think so. No. Okay, no. I'll answer that. No, she didn't go to the school. That's just where the young lady, she was a teacher there at that school. According to the article, Rock, that I read, Colbert shot her in their home in DeKalb County on Saturday, April the 19th, 2025, after an Easter party. So it didn't happen at school. It happened at their home right there in DeKalb County. Has anyone, did anyone else, have y'all heard of this? Did anybody else read this article? Hey, is that, Donald. Hey, welcome, Mr. Adams. Welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Hey, Dr. J, loving the topic. Thank you. Are you familiar with this topic? Anybody familiar? Okay, so sad. Absolutely. So sad. Why are we so full of anger? Rock said, "Oh, okay. Still tragic. Shaking my head. Terrible. Terrible. I agree. And these were young people. Young, 24. The one that pulled the young lady that pulled the trigger, I think she was 24. And the one that was shot was only 25. In my opinion, just another senseless death. Someone lost their life. The young lady lost her life. In my opinion, she was apparently trying to make a difference in the world. And what led to the girlfriend actually killing her, the article did not say. And like I said, when I read, I'm like, okay, did it happen this Saturday? And I kept reading. It said last Saturday, and they just released the information. So I guess the murder is still under investigation. So if I receive more information about it, I will come back up and do a quick live just to bring everybody up to date. So, Donna, Mr. Adams, you're saying no to, you have not heard about this? about this case? But anyway, I'm going to give, I want to hear from you all. What do you all think? Do you all think domestic violence is on the rise with young couples? What are your thoughts about that? Do you think it's on the rise? Have you all seen it in your area? Hey, Queen Spirit, you caught me, I see. Hey, Dr. J in chat. So glad to have you here, Queen. So glad to have you, Queen. What we were discussing, an article that was released, it came to me on yesterday. A Fulton County teacher, just to bring you up to date while everybody else get their thoughts together if they want to share. Who is this? Okay, that's Rock showing some love. Hey, Queen Spirit. Okay. All right, just to bring you up to date, a Fulton County elementary school teacher shot and killed her girlfriend. The teacher, the young lady that was shot, fatally shot in DeKalb County. She was a 25-year-old school teacher. The suspect that shot her was Janae Colbert, and she has been arrested and charged with malice murder. And according to the family said that the two were in a relationship, and this murder occurred at their home over in DeKalb County. And I just gave a little bit of history about Kayla Jackson, which is 25. She's the young lady that was killed. She taught at Hamilton Holmes Elementary School in East Point as an interrelated SPED teacher, and she also served as a cheerleading coach. According to the article, Colbert shot her in their home in DeKalb County on last Saturday, April the 29th, after an Easter party. And I also shared, just in my opinion, just another senseless death. So I asked the question right before you came in, Queen. Do you all think domestic violence is on the rise with young couples? What are your thoughts about? Let's see, I have some comments here. Let's see what we have. If I can go back up. All right, who is Granny B? Mom says that she doesn't want to go to sleep because she will know that her daughter is gone for real. So you're familiar with the case. According to Mom, she took the perpetrator into her home. So sad. I agree. It's kind of like the old folks say, how can you bite the hand that feeds you? Queen says, I volunteer at a few DV shelters here in Georgia, and DV is on the rise with couples of all ages and gender. Okay, domestic violence is on, okay, for all ages, okay? It's on the rise. Okay, Z Adams says, I do. Let me put you up here so we can all see it there, make it a little bit bigger. Z Adams' response is, our young people do not have the coping skills to deal with their emotions. Also, they do not think before they act. I agree with that. I do agree, but who do you fault? Where do you think we have gone wrong? I think in one of the videos that I did about that killing, if you go back and look at my videos, that very first one, I think I titled it, Why Are Our Young People So Angry? And I asked that question as well when Camilo, that story first took place about that stabbing at the track field over in Texas. I asked that question too. Why are our young people so angry? And I also asked, who did you feel was at fault? Camilo, who did the stabbing? Did you think the school should be held liable? Do you think Camilo Anthony's parents should be held liable? And I also think that I mentioned in that article that we got to go back to teaching conflict resolutions. Who do you, and I'm going to get back to your comments in 1 second, who do you think is responsible for teaching these conflict resolutions? Do you think that responsibility falls back on the parents, the home, which is the first teacher? Do you think that the school should take on that responsibility? Or do you think it should be a combination of, I guess y'all are going to say, I should have brought my notepad. Or do you think it should be a combination of both the home and the school? but something is going to have to give. Let's see. Let me go back. I'm jumping back and forth. Okay, Z Adams, I read yours. Our young people do not have the coping skills to deal with their emotions. Also, they do not think before they act. Okay, I can agree with that. Queen say, okay, you're speaking to Kristen, showing our Kristen, our mod sister, some love there. Okay, Rock said, I feel like DV is on the rise because people are less capable of dealing with their traumas and emotions. Rock, what do you think about those conflict resolutions? I mean, y'all come back in the chat. I mean, how do we fix this? Can it be fixed? Is it too far gone? How? I mean, what's the resolution? How do we get this? How do we save our generation? Because these are people, I'm assuming that everybody in here, I think all of you all are older than 25. I mean, this is our future. What are we going to do? Where do we start? How do we turn this around? Okay, okay, that's Queen. Queen, I'm so glad you caught me today. And Rock too, as well as Kristen. Rock says, I feel like, okay, I think I read that. They can't deal with their emotions, okay? Okay, Rock also said, exactly, Z Adams. Okay, Rock said, 100. Kristen, I don't know why hate and violence is on the rise. I don't know the answer, but in my opinion, I feel it starts at home. I agree with you on that, Kristen. I agree. Rejection was not on this person's side. Gotcha. Has anyone else had a chance to read this? In the part that I read, like I said, I think the story was unfolding. It just came out as an alert to me yesterday. And as I read, I figured out, and especially the shooting took place after an Easter party. So it happened last week. So I guess it's still under investigation. I'll have to research some more to see what I can find out. Okay, Rock said, agree. Kristen, Dr. J, that's the story you answered me. Oh, okay, got you. Okay, got you. They start all rolling together at some point, Kristen. Okay, got you. So I had posted this somewhere. You said that I answered. This is the story you answered. Okay, got you. Which one are you referring to? You're referring to that video about why are our children so angry, Kristen? Is that the one? Okay. Queen Spirit said conflict resolution begins at home. I agree. Seems like we're all on the same accord with that. And it should be also taught at school. Okay, so you're thinking, Queen, that it should be a combination of the two. As much anger as these children have now, it's going to go back to taking the whole village. So I agree. It's going to take, and it can't be one-sided either, Queen. I don't know if you agree with that. The family can't expect the school to do it. It's going to take the whole village to come together to try to get our youth back on the right track. Okay. Queen also says it starts at home. It should start there, and the school should pick up and do their part. Okay, Granny B says we need to start holding our kids accountable. Agree. I agree with that, for their actions, even at an earlier age. In addition, parents need to be good role models for their kids. I agree with that too as well, Granny B. Children live what they learn. I agree. I do agree with that. Okay, let's see what you're saying, Rock here. Okay, it has to start at home because these kids are not trying to hear anything from anyone. Absolutely. And some of them don't even want to hear from their parents, believe it or not. Not even from home, really. Absolutely. Absolutely. Kristen, 55. So what are you saying? You're 55, Kristen? So I actually thought we were all above or out of those teen years anyway. So that's why I wanted to make sure before I make that statement, we got to do something to try to save our youth, to try to turn around, get rid of some of this hate, teach them how to love again. And I feel like it needs to start with conflict resolution, not be so quick to pull out a gun and shoot and knife and stab and this foolishness. Queen said that I'm glad thank you, Queen. I'm glad as well. I am glad as well. I'm still new at it. Like I said, this is This is my second live. I did my first one yesterday, and I did like a test. I have 2 tests up there. I did a test after Marco went live. When did she go live last? Was it Friday night? So I was hanging out in those YouTube streets trying to get me some practice in. Then SA, she popped in on me. And then later on, Gigi, Gangsta Granny, and Marco, they popped in on me. And we hung out there probably for about an hour, 30 minutes. Just chatting. So this is actually my second live. So I'm still a newbie. Still a newbie. Okay, but I'm glad you caught me as well, Queen. I appreciate that. Granny B, conflict resolution, giving it, taking it, and working it out needs to be taught all at an early age. I agree. What do you think we said in early age? Maybe 3rd grade, 2nd grade, 1st grade, but at an early age. Okay, Queen agreed with you as well. She said 100. Kristen, okay, yes, ma'am, absolutely. Miss Tracy, there you are. Sounds like some lovers. Yeah. Relationship gone bad. Some lovers quarrels. I agree. Sad situation. And I often say situations like this, who wins? Who won? You have a family that is planning a funeral. And then on the flip side of that, you have a family getting ready for a trial. So who won? Who won? Who wins out of a situation like that? The same thing with Austin Metcalf and Carmelo Anthony. Who won? The Metcalfs just had to bury a son, Austin, and you have the I got to bring some more updates on Anthony, the Anthony family. You know, they're here grieving. They still have their son, but they're going to have to travel miles and miles away, you know, to visit him. So nobody wins. In my opinion, you don't have a winner out of situations like this. No one wins. One got life. Chances are one might get life in prison, and the other one got death. He's beneath the dirt. So no one wins. But that's just my opinion. Okay, Tracy, I read your comment. Z. Adams says, I feel that it's too far gone. Today, some of our youth do not respect their elders. Parents are not like they were back in the days. I can agree with that. I can agree. Let's see what Rock says. I'm glad. Oh, and so am I. I am happy. I'm so elated that my mod sisters are here. I appreciate the support. Like I said, you know, I'm still in the learning phase. Like I said, this is just day 2. And after I heard about this story, I was going to just jump out here real quickly and share it. You know, I know so much is happening in the world. If you're like me, it's hard to keep up with everything. So when I get it, and that's why I initially asked when I came in, okay, has anyone read this? Anybody else received this? So, and that's how I'm going to kind of like run my channel. Initially, if you go back and read my description that I put up, I wanted my channel to focus solely on education. But of course, it did catch the eye of many people. So some of my older, they don't know, but they are my, not my protege, but my mentors. Of course, you all know Auntie Loretta. You know, she has me on my left side, and my sister Marco has me on the other side, and my sister Chick speaks on it. She has me from behind, and they have really been guiding me. So if that's not working on education, I kind of like got to tweak things and do it a little bit different. But education is where the heart is. So I just got to just bring other issues, other things that's going out, that's trending in the world. So, you know, as long as you all are willing to listen to it, I'll do my best to do the research and bring it to you. But on the flip side, like I said, education is my passion. Education is what I have done for the last 30 years. That is what I know. So from time to time, and I only plan to stay on about 30 minutes today. We're at 25 minutes now. I'll share whatever my topic is, and we'll find some type way to bring in discussions about education if you all are down for it, because there is a need for it, in my opinion. in my opinion. So I just want to throw that in. But I'm so glad you're here too. I have 3 mod sisters here. I do appreciate that support. Queen Spirit shared, a lot of parents treat teachers like BS, like babysitters, when it is in fact teacher. Wait, let me back up. A lot of parents treat teachers like babysitters when in fact teachers should be looked at as assistants to the parents. Okay, that's well said. I like that. I haven't seen that stated that way. Good point, Queen. I like that. Okay, Z Adams shared, being in the school system, you cannot say anything to these children without confrontation with the parents. I agree. I agree. Because if you follow the news, and I felt like if parents, and you all might disagree with me on this, if parents were doing something different, I said that the teachers, this is what I always say when I read stories about, okay, the sub. Well, that happened about 2 years ago when the sub had to actually fight the student. I said if parents were kind of like raising them, the teachers wouldn't have to fight them ladies. And I think we have a gentleman in here too, but that's just my opinion. That's my opinion. If the parents were doing something different, the teachers wouldn't have to be at the schoolhouses fighting them. So I do agree with that, Z Adams. Being in the school system, you cannot say anything to these children without confrontation with the parents. And this is why they're out of control now. Queen, I think I read yours. I'm trying to keep up with the chat. Okay, Queen, let's see. I don't think I read that one. It was a lose-lose situation, unfortunately. I agree. You're referring to the shooting with Anthony and Metcalf, or are you referring to the Fulton County Elementary, or a combination of both, Queen? Okay, Rock said, parents want teachers to do what they can't even do with their own children. That part, Rock, you are exactly on point. Queen, okay, exactly. Queen is agreeing with that as well. Who do we have here? It's Coco. Am I saying that right? Well, hello, welcome. It's welcome. I don't know. So are you a part of Auntie's one of the Boogie Woogies? I haven't seen you at Auntie's house, Marco. But anyway, I'm glad that you're here, and I welcome you to come back. Please come back. Welcome. Okay. And Queen is showing you some love as well. Rock is showing you some love. Okay, we have Contagious Gardening with Melanie and Bobby. Hello, Dr. J. Mods and Chat. Welcome. Thank you for stopping by to visit with us. Thank you so much. And please feel free to stop by at any time. Okay, Rock is showing some love to Contagious. Let's see what Queen has here. Contagious Gardening. Okay, just showing some love. Okay. Contagious is showing some love there. Queen Spirit. All right. And that's what we do. Those of you that are not my mod sisters, this is how we do. We love on each other. Always glad to see our mod sisters and our family together. Let's see what Kristen wrote here. Before we bring someone to stay in our homes, we should be sure to know them better. What you see on the outside is not always what is on the inside. Absolutely. And I don't get into the crime stories like our sister Marco does, but I'm telling you, that goes perfectly, Kristen, with that, especially when it comes to our younger ones. And that's just another, just a different story on a different day. And I know Marco is going to bring it to us this evening. But that's what came to mind. You can elaborate on that a little bit more, Kristen, when you said that, invited people into your homes. I just think about the little ones. I don't have a daughter, But back in the day, you used to worry about, the safety of our girls, and I'm probably going in the wrong direction with this, Kristen, but this is just my interpretation of what you said. We used to have to, back in the day, worry about our girls being molested, but now you have to worry about your boys as well as your girls. So you do, have to be careful who you let into you. I don't want these chats to get away from me because I don't want to miss anybody. Have to be careful who we let into our homes. And oftentimes, and like I said, I might just be chasing behind a rabbit. But most of the times when it's molestation, when it occurs, it's not a stranger. Sadly, most of the times it's a family member, someone that we trusted, Kristen, that we've invited into the homes. It's the uncle, the brother, the daddy, or somebody that the child trusted or that we as parents trusted. And like I said, I probably misinterpret your comment, but that came to mind. Okay, Queen, you were referring to both. Okay, I think that comment was okay, both of the stories with the stabbing as well as the shooting that took place up in DeKalb County. Okay, got you. Okay, you said no, I can't remember what. I think the question that I asked you, were you a part of Auntie, one of the Boogie Woogies, or Marco? But anyway, wherever, you are welcome here. You have a new home. Okay, I have invited you into the home, so I expect to see you back again. Hopefully you will accept my invitation. Oh, and you just a new sub. Well, God bless you, and I do appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I do appreciate that. And if you all have some type of commentary that you all see out there, and you want to come up here on my platform and talk about it, let me know. I will open the doors up. Just let me know. Granny B, let's see what you have here. Let's put you up here. Granny P, okay, many psychologists believe that children's lifestyle is set by 5. I can't believe that. However, past that age, a child as well as parent might need counseling. Absolutely. Absolutely. None other than my sister Essay in the house. Hey, hi, Dr. J. Hello, everyone. Welcome, Essay. I shared with everybody that you ended up my very first live. When was it, Essay? Friday, I think. I was out there after Marco had finished up her live that night. She did one of the late nights. I think it was about 11. And I said, well, let me get up here and just practice, to try to get my nerves, get these butterflies flying information. And I shared with them that you were out there with me. And later on, Marco and Gigi, Gangsta Granny, they showed up and we hung out for about an hour and a half that night. And yesterday I shared was my very first live. So this is my second live. Queen, which I tried to get you to come on with me, and Essay too. So we can travel this journey together as newbies. Okay, Queen is showing Essay some love there. Rock said, hey, Essay, speaking, showing some love to our sister. Contagious is showing love to S.A. Welcome, S.A. Let's see what Kristen has to say. I have 2 grown draughts and 3 young grandsons, and I watch everything and everyone around them. Okay, absolutely. You have to now. You have to. Just by listening to those stories that Marco shares with us, and you just can't be too careful. We don't have any babies here at the house, but I have some little great nieces and nephews, and I tell my nieces all the time, and I have a sister, which those are her grandchildren, my sister's daughter children. You just can't be too careful, and they're taking the children, they're selling them overseas, and these old nasty men, they lay up with the children. I think Marco shared in one of the, which one was it, Rock? Queen Spirit. What's the name of that country where they are trying to pass the law where these children can actually become married at the age of 9? For what? To give them more dolls to play with? For what? But I mean, if you all know folks, family members that have young children, you need to tell them they need to be super extra careful. Super extra careful. Okay, where did I leave off? I do not want to miss. And this is some Very good conversation going on here. Okay, there you go. Okay. That's exactly what she said over in Iraq over there. They're trying to make that a law where these children can become, they can marry at the age of 9. Make sure I didn't miss. Okay, I'm getting lost here. I think we're right there. Essay. My best friend allows her daughter to do sleepovers. That's a big no-no at this one particular home. Never had a in-depth conversation with the mother or father. That's not smart at all, because you know what goes on inside of your home. You don't know what goes on inside of someone else's home. When we grew up, I don't recall spending the night with anybody except for my mom's sister, my auntie. That's the only person. Okay, that was Queen. Okay, Iraq. Okay, I got that. I hope I didn't miss anybody's comment. Essay said, so my question to her was, how do you know what they are exposing your daughter to? $1 million question, $1 million. Hey, you need to send her over to check out some of Marco's lives. I'm telling you. I am telling you. Essay says she has no idea, absolutely no idea. I don't even know her, and I'm scared for her and the children. Hello, hey, gangster granny. Gigi, you caught me again. I just shared with everybody that first test that I did when you and Marco stopped by. Essay and I we were online chatting. So, but anyway, I'm glad that you're here. This is my second live here. I did one yesterday. We discussed content on Shay Shay. It's Sharp, Shannon Sharp, and I shared today some information, hot topic that took place over in Fulton County, where the elementary teacher, Fulton County elementary teacher, shot and killed by her girlfriend. That's the content for today. And what we're discussing now, I had asked the question, do you think domestic violence is on the rise with young couples? So that's what, look, I'm getting lost over here in the chat, and I don't want to miss. And we have a very rich conversation going on here, Gigi. They're showing you some love. Essay showing you some love. Rock, I don't think I put this in a, you have no idea what practices people have in place in their home. Absolutely not. Some of these people are PDFs and cult members. Absolutely. And if you don't know anybody that's in doubt, look, invite them to come and check out Marco at 7 o'clock. She gives it to us real and uncut. Gigi showing Essay some love there. Yes, that is sad. Absolutely. Queen, it is so sad. In some countries, it's already legal for adolescent girls to get married. Absolutely. And we all know we're of age. They're just doing it for the freaking sex. Doing it for the sex. Okay, we're just showing some love here. Showing some love. Where are the other members? Did they leave? Z Adams was here. Granny B, are you all still here? I appreciate you all so very much for stopping by. Gangsta Granny, are you familiar with that story with the shooting that took place in Fulton County, where the 25-year-old, just to give you some background, a 25-year-old elementary school teacher was fatally shot in DeKalb County? Okay, you're still here, Granny B. Okay, Z Adams. The suspect, Gigi, was Janae Colbert. She has been arrested and charged with malice murder. And according to the family, I guess, shared with the police officer that the two were in a relationship. Kayla Jackson, the young lady that was shot, 25, she was a teacher at Hamilton Holmes Elementary School in East Point. She was a special ed interrelated teacher, and she also served as a cheerleading coach. And according to the article, Colbert shot her in their home. They lived together in DeKalb County on Saturday, last Saturday, April the 19th, after an Easter party. They didn't give the details. I guess the story is still unfolding as to what happened. but she has been arrested. And I asked the question, like I said earlier, do you all think that domestic violence is on the rise with young couples? So that's what we were chatting about. And like I said, I just wanted to jump on and come and share that. Um, just in case, we had viewers that had not heard about it. And that's what we were talking about. So, but I appreciate you. Let's see, what did we? Okay, y'all are showing love. Gangsta Granny catching up, showing love to our mod sisters there. Still babies, really. Yep, 24-25. Your life has barely started. Absolutely. And that's why, Rock, I asked the question earlier. I felt like all of us in the chat, are older. What do we do to turn this around? SA said, I haven't heard of it. Okay, I will look it up. Okay, perfect. Okay. But that's pretty much all I had. I don't know what time is it. I know, and I tried to get it done before. I know Marco is coming on tonight at 7. So this was perfect. I think perfect time. So did you all get the alert? Did you all get the notification that I had gone live? And I haven't gotten to the point. Okay, it's 5:11 here. What time is it here? Okay. And I think we have about an hour, 45 minutes or so to before we go over and support our sister Marco. Okay, you said okay, you did. Okay, you just took a chance. You were just out essay on the YouTube streets. And did I pop up or something, or you just decided to check and see? Okay, Z Adams, you said you did get an alert. Okay, perfect. And like I said, as I get, but I know too for sure, chat ladies that I do plan to follow and keep us updated on. I feel like these are going to be the two hottest topics. I better say quote unquote, prayerfully so, for 2025 would be the Camelo Anthony's case and Shannon Sharp's case. So I plan to follow those two cases very closely. Oh, Contagious, you're still here. Let's see what you have here. Okay, you didn't get a notification. Okay, I was just okay. Good. You look. You ended up in the right building. Contagious. Okay, I didn't hit the bell. Okay, for next time. Okay, please do. And if you don't mind, if you have not subbed to the channel, please do and hit that like button as well. That helps get me out there. So, or we can help get those numbers up too. Oh, Gigi, I didn't get it. Okay, I was already on the YouTube streets. Well, I'm glad you came on into the building over here, Gigi. Thank you, Dr. J. Thank you for stopping by, Kristen. And I know I'll see you. I'll see you real soon. SA. Time going by fast today. Okay, good. Just out here scrolling in those YouTube streets. Okay, I did hit the like button. Thank you, Gigi. I do appreciate that. And like I said, this is my second one, ladies. Queen Spirit. I know, Rock, you have a channel too. You ladies come on to do those lives so we can come over to your house and support you. Because it was kind of nervous. SA would tell you that very first one, but it seems like each day when SA and I, Marco and Gigi were on that night, I think it was Friday. Well, Saturday morning, because it was like 2 or 3 o'clock. And then I did the one, I think yesterday, Shannon Sharp, that day got better. It just seems like each day has been getting better. It does. Gigi, hello, Contagious. Okay, showing some love. Okay, Rock. And I shared the live. Okay, thank you. I do appreciate that. Thank you very much. So we're going to have to do what we do and see where it goes. Replay game. Okay, do y'all thing. There you go. Absolutely. So we have been on here for 45 minutes. And I think, like I said, I had planned to just do about 30 minutes to just come and bring everybody up to date on this story that I had just saw and read about. And just to say again, the two that I do plan to follow will be Carmelo Anthony's case. That's going to be a hot one this year. A hot one. I think probably that is going to probably be hot up until December, or at least until they go before the judge for the trial. And I think Shannon Sharp. Those two are going to be the trials of the year. I think. Gigi Queen Dr. J wants me to start my page again. Yeah, I surely do. I surely do want you to start it. I have been thinking of doing. You might as well. You might as well. And look, that will help me just to have somebody, that I can reach over and talk to. Okay, what do you do for this? What do you do for that? Just somebody to be able to collaborate with that started, with me, because it has been kind of stressful. And there's still so much that I do not know. I do not know how to do. So, but I must say, I got to give shout outs to Auntie Loretta. I tell you, she has helped keep my nerves in place, help those butterflies, as they say, to fly in formation. My sister Marco, I tell you, she has been a support. And so has, I don't know if you all follow Chick Speaks on It. That's my girl too. She's been very supportive as well, and I will be forever grateful. But the stress is real, ladies. It is real, but we're making it. We're making it. Thanks to queens like that. I they have kind of helped to hold me up, and I just appreciate all of the love and support that I have received from you all, my mod sisters. I appreciate the feedback I get from you, Queen Spirit, on a regular. Rock, you read, and I know I go into you all's home and check on things as well. So I just appreciate that. I just don't know how I would have been able to hang in here for this second live without that support from you ladies. Rock says, I feel you. Okay, send the troublemakers to me. I'm kidding. Okay. Gotcha, Miss S.A. Okay, you're doing great. Give yourself some credit. S.A., you got to come on and join the club too, darling. You got to come on. You might as well. I'm still at ground level, right at the surface. Come on. Come on. Get on the bandwagon. Thank you, S.A. No, you, not sister. Okay. Showing some love. Let's see. No problem, boo. Dr. J. Okay. But you don't think about it, though, for real, Gigi. Y'all got to think about it. Might as well come on and get on board so we can go through it together. S.A. Okay, you said no. So, S.A., you're still thinking about it. Great live. I appreciate that. I do. Interesting topic. And like I said, education, was my first love and still is. But Auntie always says you got to give the people what they want. I mean, education, I felt like, was a huge need because that's my comfort zone. That's what I know. That's what I've done for the last 32 years of my life. But these people in the YouTube streets, they didn't see the importance of education. So like Marco said, I just got to shift. I got to tweak a little bit. So this is where I am. As I get more comfortable, more confident up here after we do our stories, I guess really my stories will probably take 30, 45 minutes to an hour by the time. And I like, this rich engagement commentary that we have. And I like to listen to everybody comments, but maybe I can just throw in some of my educational topics at the end, just close out, let that be a ticket out the door for everybody. Talk about parental involvement, talk about bullying in schools, which often leads, people don't realize that, to a lot of this killing that takes place. Talk about school attendance, talk about administrative tests. Are we testing our children too much? Talk about, school bus safety. Do we need cell phones in school? The list goes on and on when it comes to problems that are occurring within those schools that are or hindering teachers from being able to teach and hindering students that are actually there to learn to be able to learn. So, but that's just my opinion in my little world. Those are things that are important to me, but might not be important to the next person. But I don't want to bury them completely because that was initially, as I said, my reason for starting my page. I see we have some more comments coming, and I'm going to get ready to get off in a minute. Great live, interesting topic. I appreciate that. My mod sister SA said, but a lot of people need knowledge about education, especially navigating the educational system. I thought so, and I would have been able to share that with them, but they're not interested in it. And it could be I just need to put a spin on the way I'm presenting it. I don't know. Like I said, I can talk about that all day because that's what I've done for the last 30 years of my life. But I'm not going to bury it, essay. I'll still, once I get more comfortable up here, like I said, that can be our ticket out the door. We can end by the time we talk about the commentary or the content that I had planned for the day. We can end up a little quick 10 minutes, just discussing and talking about something related to education. Okay, yes, it's all important. Absolutely. I hope. Granted, okay, facts, Dr. J. Absolutely. I have some people that's thinking, okay, like me. Okay, but Dr. J, we can talk about this later. But I'm curious how Trump's. Yes, and this is what I want to talk about that too. That dismantling of education. I plan. I might get a chance to do it one day this week. Essay, and I don't know if I said this before you came in, essay. But if there's something out there that you all want me to do some research on and find, and just something you all want to just bring to the platform, because I have this where I can invite up to 10 people up on the panel, but not right now. Give me time to get my feet wet. I don't have to look. I'm not that sophisticated right now. I don't know how to use it, but I do have that type platform. So and you all will be more than welcome, when I'm able to invite you all up. Just know the platform will be here for us to, just come in like now and do some discussion. You'll gather your own crowd that's interested. Okay. Exactly. And I also say, like if I have to do stories, I want it to, be contained in those that are related to education too. So like, that's why if you go back and look at my videos, that first one, the teen stabbing in Texas, and then I put one about the school bus that overturned on the interstate, and I have another video out there about the shooting that took place at the high school in Dallas. And I think those are the most recent stories that I have there. So if anything like that happens in education, you best believe I will be bringing it out here for us to discuss on it. Gigi, that's right, contagious. Okay. True. Okay, we're responding to those. Dr. J, you will attract. Okay, I think I read that one. Absolutely, I agree with that, Gigi. So, but all right, ladies, that is all I have for today, for today's live. And once again, thank you so much for stopping by the building, coming in. This was some very rich, I think Rock said that, or Queen Spirit, very rich conversation today. Very, very, very much so. And if y'all get a chance, try to look it up. There might be some more some more updates that have probably been put out there, been printed. Okay, great. Okay, Dr. C. Okay, is everybody coming over to Marco's place at 7 tonight? Most of you, SA, are you coming by? Have a nice rest of the day. Okay. Hopefully we will see you there, Rock. I know you're in Queen Spirit. We'll probably be there. And Gigi. Contagious, you're usually over too. But hopefully I'll get a chance to see you all within the next hour or so over at Marco's place. But that's all. Okay, yes, I will. Okay, perfect. But that's all I have. I want to get in, do it quick so I can free myself up to get ready to use my fingers over during Marco's live. But once again, ladies, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for all of the support. Queen and Rock, I'm glad that you are. I know you, Queen, I know you had been trying to catch me. So I'm glad you were able to get in. And I think I have something for tomorrow too, and I don't know exactly what time. But I do have, I think, just a few updates on Carmelo Anthony. Some things, just to bring back some things that's going on with him. Okay, you're welcome. Thanks for having me. No, ma'am, thank you for stopping by, Gigi. And go ahead and make that decision up and come on, come on, come on. And put those boots on the ground with me. But all right, ladies, like I said, I'll see you within an hour or so. Let me get up and wet my throat. That seems like a lot of talking. So hopefully I didn't miss anybody comments over there, because this is some very, very rich commentary that we had going on there. So that is it for now. So Queen Spirit, yes, ma'am. I'll see you guys in a little while. Good night, ladies, for now. Good night for about an hour. Well, I'll see you later and I'll see you back again in about an hour. Thanks again for stopping by. Continue to have a happy Sunday until we tune back in. See you later. Bye.